Good afternoon, Leland. Hey, long time no see out there, everybody. I hope you're getting a chance to enjoy these summer months and the summer vacation, even though I know it's a different summer than what we're all used to still. Even though things are kind of opening up a little bit here and there, it's still much different than the summer that we usually have. I know that. So that being said, I hope everybody's staying safe, staying healthy out there, but enjoying the sun a little bit, even though it is pretty darn hot. So staying cool out there too. Um, I was in the middle of typing up a nice long email to try and send to everybody, and I figured that actually a video recording would probably be much easier than me typing up that message. So I have two goals for this video for everybody. One is I want to inform everybody just where Leland currently is on our reopening plans for the fall semester. And then also, I need your help. I need your help by filling out the survey that goes along with this video. It'll help us to continue on with our planning process to reopen safely for our students and our staff here in the fall. So with all that being said, let me kind of dive into where we're at as a school. So I'm sure everybody is aware that the governor went on a couple of weeks ago and made a statement that he wants all schools to open up in a face-to-face format of some sort. However, they have to follow the Illinois State Board of Education's recommended guidelines. That's not a question, that's a must. We have to follow those guidelines as of now to open up in a face-to-face format. So there's no doubt that the fall semester for Leland is going to look different than it did last fall. Couple of those guidelines require the use of face masks. I know face masks can sometimes be uncomfortable and unpleasant, but all students pre-K through 12 coming into the building or getting on a bus must wear a face mask. The only times that they do not need a face mask would be if there is a doctor's notice that they have a reason why they cannot wear the face mask, or while eating and drinking. Other than that, while inside the building, the students and staff all must be wearing a face mask. There are exceptions when students are outside, as long as they can maintain social distancing. So some of our plans include trying to maximize some outside resources as well. But face masks need to be worn at all times while in the building. Another guideline requires social distancing to take place. So our class sizes need to go down drastically on how many kids are allowed in a certain space, whether it be the lunchroom, the hallway, and a classroom. So those are things that the district is considering in its plan. We have to maintain social distancing throughout the school day, and that's whether we're inside or outside. We have to make every attempt to social distance. The other large guideline that is out there is temperature screenings need to happen. There's two ways that a temperature screening can happen right now. One would be staff members recording or scanning students as they come in, recording their temperatures, and if they have a temperature of 100.4, they're not allowed access into the building or onto a bus. Another option is a self-scanning where students and families would have to answer a series of questions on a daily basis that get reported to the school in order to be allowed access into the building. So we are currently looking at both of those options, and we are planning on doing what's going to fit us the best, okay? Now, so those are three of the large guidelines. There are a handful of other ones that we are considering, but I know those are kind of some of the hot ones, and I wanted to make sure everybody is aware that those guidelines do exist, and Leland School has to follow them. Whether you disagree or whether you agree with them, we have to abide by the Illinois State Board of Education's guidelines as a government building. Okay. So we are working extremely hard to make a face-to-face plan that's going to work for everybody. Now, that being said, part of our reopening plan is going to be allowing families to enroll in a 100% remote learning plan. Okay, so if you select the 100% remote learning plan, there will be no required contact into the building, but you will still be working with that grade level or subject level or subject area teacher on the classes that you would have been enrolled in, but it will be 100% through an online platform. One of the things that's with this is that we also ask that you, if you decide to go with the 100% remote learning platform, that you commit to it for the entire first semester at least. That helps us decide what our in-face plans are going to be. Okay, so the survey that is attached with this video is simply asking if you are interested in that 100% learning platform option. When filling out this survey, I do want to note that you are not committing to it, okay? It's kind of just rough numbers that are going to help us as a district create our face-to-face plan. So if, for example, if I have 30% of you guys out there that are saying, you know, we just don't feel like it's safe at this time to go back into the school building, and we are comfortable with the remote learning plan, that's going to change how I plan for the remaining 70% for the face-to-face instruction. So those numbers are really going to help dictate my planning for face-to-face moving forward. So please take the time to fill out that survey. It is going to help us out tremendously. Okay. So a couple of other things that I would like to note at this time is the district did look at the surveys that you guys filled out a couple of weeks ago, actually before the governor released and the Illinois State Board of Education released its guidelines. We had a large response rate on the back to school survey that was sent out, and I thank you for filling that out. It was great information for us to hear. And as a result of one of the major concerns that I saw pop up in the results was the concerns with the face masks, but also being tied to the fact that Leland School does not have air conditioning in the building. I too am worried about that. And so one of the things that the district is looking at proposing at the school board meeting this following Wednesday is that the school start date not take effect until September 8th. So that would be an after Labor Day student attendance start date. Our hopes with that is that, you know, hopefully the building will be a little bit cooler if we avoid those first 2 weeks, middle of August. It's usually pretty hot in this building in August. I can't promise that it's going to not be hot in September either, but at least is kind of a little bit of attempt to address that concern, because yes, that is a concern of mine as well. Okay. And that is not 100% in stone yet. That'll be discussed at this month's board meeting, which is next Wednesday. Also at this time, I just want to say thank you for being flexible and being patient with us. We know that this is a time where everybody just wants to be in the loop of what's going on, and it's hard to keep everybody in that loop when we're not really sure, because regulations, guidelines can be changing in the blink of an eye, and but please know that we are working extremely hard to start school back in a format that's going to meet the needs of as many people as possible while following those recommendations and guidelines. You know, and we appreciate your support and your flexibility, but also please know that if you have any, you know, questions or concerns, that we're still here, and I want to help answer them for you. So during this time, if you have any questions, please let us know, or if while we're still working on finalizing our in-person plans, our reopening plans, please give me a call. I would love to hear from you. Okay. So again, please take a minute and fill out our survey. Your results of that survey are going to help us with our direction moving forward to the face-to-face planning that's currently going on. And then we hope to have a a reopening plan towards the end of this month that will allow then for registration, an online format of registration. Can be a mix too. You could come in for registration in early August. That time will be where you decide if you want to elect to go with the remote learning plan or the in-person plan. So our hope and our goal is to have our reopening plan out to the public in late July, and then early registration for the school year. Okay. In the meantime, I will work to keep everybody informed and posted as much as we can. But again, thank you for your cooperation, your flexibility, and your patience through this time. I think that being said, those are my announcements for today. I hope everybody stays warm or stay safe out there, stay cool out there, and as always, remember that excellence has no finish line.